Let's have more on Nnamdi Kanu's trial. We have joining me, TVC News judiciary correspondent, Celestina Area. Thank you so much for joining us, Celestina. Bring us up to the minute information. What more do we know about the trial of the Nnamdi Kanu?
Okay, the court has adjourned to 21st of October to allow the prosecution apply for a fiat to the CJ of the court, because the court commenced its annual vacation today and to resume its regular duties September. So Justice Binta Yanku made it known that she cannot continue with the case if the CJ does not issue a fiat to that effect. And for us to know, Nnamdi Kanu was not in court today. The prosecution said that they couldn't bring him due to logistics reasons. And his counsel, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, was trying to move an application for him to be transferred from the DSS custody to Kuje Correctional Center, because they are saying that he said, rather, that his health is deteriorating and he's not being granted access to his client. But the court heard that the order made on his remand at the DSS subsist and also ensure that he's granted access to his lawyer. But that access will be regimented. So counsels were called to the chambers of the presiding judge, Justice Binta Yanku, to outline how and when his lawyer can have access to him.
Well, earlier you were trying to tell us that it was difficult for some of the media men and lawyers to gain access into the courtroom. What was the reason?
Yes, we got to the court today and we saw that from the Shehu Shagari way it was barricaded by policemen and operative of the DSS. When we approached them, they brought out the list signed by the chief officer of the Federal High Court. We had selected journalists to attend the proceedings, and also lawyers were also denied access. So when we entered from the main gate, we got into the court premises, we were also checked by security agencies. So we got upstairs where the courtroom is behind me. At the door, we were stopped by the DSS operative saying that we'll have to bring a list that would admit us into the court premises, in the courtroom. So most of our colleagues were angry because this is a court that is public and we've been covering this court for years. We've covered high-profile cases, case of national importance. So why is this case different from others, and why are they preventing journalists from covering the proceedings? So it was seen as the DSS is trying to gag the press and infringe on our right of freedom of expression and freedom of association. But finally, we were able to gain access into the courtroom, and the judge also noticed that she would talk to the security agencies to ensure that something like this does not occur at the next adjourned date.
All right, TVC News, Celestina Area, thank you so much.